Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. Our primary goal is still cementing the House of Bourbon. So let's go ahead along with that. The landowners want laissez-faire, and I might do that. They'll be very mad if it fails. But they'll be less mad if I can make some progress. So I might try to make progress before we get going. Our finances are doing excellently despite this seeming shortfall. Taxes are very low. I'm going to go ahead and get started with doing a little bit more conquest in Southeast Asia. Colonization in Morocco is complete. Very good. And by the way, I'm waiting on this, on laissez-faire, so that I can weaken the rural folk. Because I think I can get them down to being... United States colonized Oklahoma. Down to being insignificant. Before I... Or not insignificant, but down to being pretty weak. And that'll be very good for us overall. So I think Aceh we're going to go after next. They actually do have a real army. Or they've got an army of a decent size. Let's take a look at what their production methods are for their barracks. You got 14 units of hussars and 8 units of regular infantry. Never mind. I'm not really concerned about that. You're coming with me. We'll mobilize the Army of Africa and place them on the front. Just as we have been doing. The other side of this is that with our extremely righteous government, we're getting a lot of loyalists every month, and that's taking down the number of radicals. That's going to overall improve our position in terms of our ability to make changes to the country that we desire. Diplomatic ties with various countries have begun. So I think next it's going to be Sulu. And after that I might grab Brunei, but I might go for Sintang and Lanfang first. Or no, Lanfang is a tributary of China, right? Yes. America colonized Texas. And there's quinine. Beautiful. So, technologically speaking, I think next we're going to go for... I think we got to do military stuff. Let's go with getting triage next, and then I think after that, hydraulic cranes will have spread to us. But after that, I think we go directly to shell gun and then breech-loading artillery. Because breech-loading artillery unlocks a better artillery barracks production method, shrapnel artillery, and that's what we need to stay competitive. I think after that, we're going to circle back to production and do canneries and then mechanized workshops. We do also need to throw down a colony or two. We have one here in Ulata, one here in Gambia, one in Guinea, one in the Windward Coast, one in Togo, and one in the Niger Delta. And we don't have an interest declared in Congo, but we can declare one. I don't necessarily need to declare an interest in Ethiopia. Britain outran us over here. So this is going to slow down our colonization significantly, but... Oh, I still only have one level of colonial affairs. Well, that was dumb. That was dumb of me. I did a big dumb. So after that, I need more government buildings. I always go to urban. I know they're not in urban, but I still go there all the time. We're going to put 4 levels in Aquitaine. We're going to put, let's see, 5 levels in Menanjou. And that should be good. We'll throw 1 more level each into Languedoc and Auvergne-Limousin. And that should have exactly what we need. So I'm going to put those actually ahead of the railways. And that's going to continue to cost us money, but we can always increase taxes by a little bit. We'll still get our ticking loyalization. What is the opposite of radicalization? Loyalization is the answer. Stay hydrated, kids. I say putting down a can of Diet A&W root beer. That one was water. I'm a thirsty cat. I'm a thirsty cat every day. Loyalists are going up and radicals are going down now, so I'm pretty happy. 2 arms. Let's see. Primary effects are from... It says mostly pops dying and standard of living. Pops dying from for reducing radicals and standard of living being below minimum for radicals. But I don't know. I kind of think the government thing's a big part of it. I think maybe the AI, the in-game systems often understate. I don't want an alliance with you, Prussia. Prussia, you don't understand. I don't want, you want there to be a Germany. I don't want there to be a Germany. I'm France. The interests of France are not served by the existence of a Germany. Things are popping off over here in Mexico. USA is trying to take back trying to take a bunch of territories that it claims. These are technically returned CBs, but these are never territories the United States owned. They're territories the United States wants. I have good relations with the United States right now. Austria sides with Mexico. Oh, interesting. Although Austria is no longer in a forever war. Alright, well that's fine. USA is embargoing Mexico. That's not shocking. We have taken over most of Aceh at this point. We are winning very fast, although part of that's the game speed. The enemy is retreating, and Aceh is ours. Wonderful. So as soon as this ticks down to 0, or up to 0 rather, then we'll be good to go. We're still holding an Infamy 9.4, so I'm feeling pretty confident overall in our ability to... Hey, you, station in HQ. To do whatever we wish to do in Southeast Asia without being bothered. Wonderful. So we'll go directly on to Sulu. Confirm with that. Grab this army. Station them on the border here. We've got a fleet here. Supply them to that sea node. They're going to be needed to invade some of these islands, because these islands are not all connected. This is very good. Our infamy continues to be quite low. And I'm just generally very pleased with the overall setup we've got here. Obviously, this number is not making me super happy, but this number going down is making me really, really pleased. Along with these numbers improving. And this number going up is making me very, very happy. In fact, if I can get the rural folk up to +1 or better, or get them down to the point where they're not doing anything, then I will actually be able to pass my laissez-faire without even worrying about stuff. So, again, no one seems to be interfering in here. So we got Aceh, we got Sulu, and we might go for Sintang once we're done in Sulu. We are coming up here on our treasury not being completely full, but that's not the end of the world, truth be told. France has a strong economy and a very high ability to grow its capabilities. There's crystal glass. Very good. So, crystal glass is going to massively increase our glass output. Oh, I never went to rifles. Make rifles, guys. Rifling completed. Well, that was smart of me. I'm very smart. Modernizing the... Oh, you know what? I had this one in the last one. That's why I'm remembering it. The change in large-scale production from smoothbore muskets to rifles in the arms industries in the French Low Countries have ushered in a new era for small arms production in France. Even from 1,000 yards, you can still take the shot. Forward artillery positions can be harassed. Bayonet charges stopped before they've even commenced. The advantages are innumerable. Oh boy, joint stock companies. Unless we develop sufficient manufacturing capabilities to produce these weapons, we are bound to face disaster on the battlefield. The Lille arsenal shall be famed throughout the world, 20% migration attraction, and 20% arms industry and artillery foundry throughput, or half that, but 4.15k progress on repeaters. I'm going to go with the second one, because I like having good tech. War is about to pop off here, and I'm not seeing anyone trying to stop me, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. 2 arms. So I do have some companies available. I think last time I tried this, I was working with the company that gave me extra... I think I did birthright, maybe. Could be wrong. Ile-de-France Paper Company. Ooh, that would be very, very good. Home good company of Ile-de-France. Extra loyal. No, I think it was United Textile, because reduce radicals from standard of living decreases is very good. I'm going to establish this one. So, Dorfus, Mig, etc. are not, I think that's what ACA means, or incorporated. Incorporated has got to be what that means. Is not productive. Why not? So they're coal mines and textile mills. Coal mines are pretty productive. Textile mills are reasonably productive. So why are these companies... Why is this company not gaining in prosperity? Well, productivity is at least 25 or times 1.25 of the global average. So productivity is 11.6. We're not comparing to the global average here, but we do have a comparison on this screen. Let's look at our most productive ones are in French Low Countries. Productivity plus 38% compared to the average. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I know what we can do to fix it, and that's we can sell stuff. I haven't forgotten about crystal glass, but I'm going to try to export some trade actions. Oh, move market capital. Fair enough. I'm going to try to export some clothes. Nicaragua will buy some. Ecuador, Hawaii, and some luxury clothes as well. Oh, there are a lot of markets for luxury clothes. Let's sell some to Russia, some to China, some to America, some to Egypt. So that should increase the productivity of those industries. We have taken over what we intended to take over, or very nearly. I'm going to increase the game speed here to get this closed out. That is pretty much done. They're retreating now. Perfect. So at this point, you need to naval invade this area right now. And then once these islands are taken over, we'll be able to do everything we desire to do vis-a-vis winning this war. Alright, and now they're productive again, so prosperity is going up, and that'll get us our assimilation bonus. Chile is improving relations. Did I win? Oh boy, Bosniak mass migration. Large numbers of Bosniak people begun migrating from the Ottoman Empire over here to Brittany. Oh my god, America naval invaded Austria. Bananas. Absolutely nonsense. I'm enjoying this level of radicalization adjustment, but our money reserves are getting a little low, so I'm actually going to hike taxes by a little bit to reduce our overall losses here. We've got 33 months on that petition, but the rural folk are continuing to be weaker. Their influence has gone down by a lot, almost half. No, it's interventionism to laissez-faire. Can I get you out of here pretty soon? Oh, City of Plenty. The most prominent members of French Low Countries high society have been seen organizing luxurious parties in the new and lavish urban buildings. Marble walls, shimmering stone. The noise of people coming and going brings the city back to life when we didn't even know it was dead. Tall buildings cover the sunset, kids play with bricks, smoke blends with the clouds. A distant bell announces the next train. Progress is coming. Let them celebrate. 10% extra upper stratum pops become loyal in the French Low Countries. Ditto for middle stratum pops. Or the party will never end. 25%, but increased minimum standard of living. I'm going to go with the second one. Standard of living minimum increases for the upper strata only, and they're virtually never below their minimum expected standard of living. Sulu is almost ready to become our protectorate. And there we go with that. So next, I think we're going to go for Sintang. Time for you to be a protectorate. They have chosen to fight. Can I put my army in the area? Oh, also, the Second Corps needs a leader. You're a market liberal. You're a legitimist, but you're part of the rural folk who I'm trying to weaken. You're a Bonapartist, part of the armed forces. Be pretty cool if you became head of the rural folk. I'm going to bring in this guy. He's a market liberal. Direct is extra offense and aggressive maneuver chance. Supply requisition expert is reduced supply consumption. I don't think that's necessarily... Those are necessarily great traits, but they're not bad ones. Are we not able to be on the border here? You know, if not, it's a real problem, because I thought, oh, this area is impassable. Oh, man. Oh, that was really dumb. Oh, I'm going to have these guys mobilized forever. Alright, well... It's this whole region, isn't it? Is that what's going on? Yeah, it's that whole side. So I need to violate Brunei's sovereignty in order to get there. Well, or Lanfang's, I suppose. But violating sovereignty is kind of a big deal. I don't want to actually do that. So I think we're just going to kind of be in a bit of a forever war over here. And we'll wait until they're willing to white peace, and then we'll white peace, I guess. We're continuing to build up government capacity. 349 is our break point for when we can start increasing stuff. I think I'm definitely going to... Here we go. So now we're increasing colonial affairs over there. Switzerland wants a defensive pact. That's a different flag than I'm used to. Switzerland. What's going on with you? You became an autocracy? Switzerland. Weird. I accept. I will happily defend you, Switzerland. If your people rise up to overthrow your autocratic president, I will stop them. I forgot to build ports in my colonies. That was really smart, friends. Sintang backs down. Well, never mind then. Everything worked out better than expected. Oh my gosh. GIF of Bart smashing pots going, I'm the greatest, I'm the greatest. Oh, how fantastic. Alright, so... Lucky Henri. That sure is lucky. Oh, wonderful. Just wonderful. So apparently the interface has held the fleur de lis on these colonies, which I don't think is supposed to happen, but which is also, on the other hand, kind of fun. It's rather silly, but it's kind of fun. All right, so with that having been done, let's grab Kutai next. Shabamzo. There we go. And hey, Army of Africa. You know how you keep trying to sail back home to France? What if you didn't? Glory to the king. Oh, what an incredible situation. That's top tier AI. I mean, I guess they didn't want to be in a forever war, so it makes sense. So the rural folks' influence has leveled out. They're still neutral. If I let this expire, I could afford it. Because I really, really don't want... The thing I really don't want is a... If time runs out, it's only -10. So, realistically, that would put them down to -3, which I could live with. They're not powerful, so they won't try to coup the government. And the Catholic Church is only growing stronger. So realistically, I think the... Oh my goodness. I think it might be... Cool as laissez-faire would be, I think it might be... I think it might be better for me not to. You know what? I might assist Egypt in this. Although... Egypt is really weird now. They've got Lebanon still, and a bunch of territory in the middle. They've got Ankara. Hold on, that's the... What is going on over here? Can you two sort yourselves out, please? You need to give up Ankara, and you need to get back... Well... This is bananas. We need a sensible... I want to intervene. I'm a European. My opinion is important. Incredible. How's my iron market doing? Iron market is actually doing really well. Colonization of Togo is completed. Denmark colonies, Niger Delta. Hold on. Did Denmark just edge me out? Oh, no, that was just this territory here. Okay. We're still expanding here into Igbo. And these are severe malaria zones, but not this one. This one's only malaria. So I could establish a colony here. And then another one here. Oh boy, I sure hope setting up all these colonies isn't going to come back to bite me in the bum. Kutai backs down. Wonderful. I'm glad they chose protection. I'm going to hold off on Brunei for the moment. But maybe I'll start grabbing... Oh, the third Bonaparte. Chastened by his travels abroad and his failed coup, Louis-Napoleon Bonaparte has returned to French borders. Papa, Napoleon has returned. Which Napoleon would that be, Jacques? Little Corporal, the reigning king, or the Swiss man? The Swiss officer, Papa. He's not deserving of any special treatment. Petit bourgeois pops become radical. Or perhaps he's learned his lesson. He gets extra political strength and popularity. I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't want you here, Louis-Napoleon. On the other hand, what if I became an autocracy? Everyone would be mad about this. Everyone disliked that. All right, we won't. But I want you to know I thought about it. So, let me see. We got Kutai, Sulu, Sintang, and Aceh this episode. We are actually pretty close to being at time. Maybe I'll go for another few months. We established a bunch of colonies, and we're continuing to consolidate the rule of House of Bourbon, which is continuing to be consolidated very effectively. We are gaining consolidation at an alarming rate, although, again, I'm not exactly sure what the rate is. I know it's based on legitimacy, but it would be nice to have an algorithmic answer. Oh, weird. Oh, we're down to a legitimate government. Well, if we're down to a legitimate government, I might as well put the taxes up to Midland then, because we're still getting additional loyalists on a monthly basis. Maybe we'll keep them low. We can afford it. You can afford it for at least a little while. Because getting loyalists on a monthly basis is really good. Like, this changing here is eventually going to be really good for us. There's no way I can reform the government. I could put Bonaparte in charge of the petite bourgeoisie, but that wouldn't necessarily change anything because they're both Bonapartists. Although he's quite liked, actually, and he's Midland. So that should be fine. I think I'm going to not conquer any more territory in Southeast Asia for now and save that for the next episode. I didn't end up intervening in Egypt, but I want you to know I thought about it. Yeah, and I've got a bunch of colonies established, and everything is going just fine. Everything's coming up Henri. Not Henri, not the slightly different name. Can't quite do level 3 yet, but I'm going to get one more government admin, and then it's going to be all railways all the time. I could build myself a few more construction sectors. In fact, I think that's the right call. Let's build a large set of them in Brittany and Normandy, because those are heavy construction areas. And we'll just toss those all the way at the top of the building track here. I know I keep delaying a bunch of things that I say are important, but, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Alright, that is going to be the end of the episode. I have had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.